Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brian.
And I'm Joey.
And I'm Jess.
This is GTD, episode 157. Come on along, everybody. Spend the next hour or so with Joey and Jessica and myself talking about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bikepacking, bike camping, or just playing bikes. How are you guys doing tonight?
Did you say Jess, not Wes?
No, I didn't. I said Jessica.
Just-
Sometimes, what do you
I just brought that
prefer?
back
Do
up.
you prefer people say Jess or Jessica? Because I say both.
As long as it's not asshole or bruh, I'm usually okay. Really good.
Foul words.
She can say that. You can say that.
It was in context because all day
Yeah.
long I got called bruh. Like,
Your
bruh.
students call you that?
Bruh? Yeah, all
What
day
does
long.
that even mean? Is that like
That's what Josh used to say at the store, like, bruh. I'm like, dude, I am not your bro.
No, it's bruh.
It's like they can't even get the word bro out, so it's turned into bruh.
Bruh.
Okay, well,
Like, bruh.
if I had called a teacher back in my day,
You got out the ruler, the yardstick. Sorry.
well, you know what else though? Back in my day, we did not have premier cycling kits
good Lord.
like the ones we have now today from company called Cutaway USA. Yes, Cutaway USA offers premium cycling apparel born in where? Where are they born? I want you guys to start participating in this. Where are they born? Where is Cutaway born? The Blue Ridge Mountains. Yes, it is.
Charlottesville, Virginia.
I was going to say Topeka, Kansas.
Cutaway
No.
is an industry leader using innovative fabrics combined with clean, bold designs. Make sure to visit their website to see all of their jerseys, bib, neck gaiters, and cycling apparel and gear at cutawayusa.com. And when you reach the checkout, use the code GTD20 to take 20% off your entire order. Yes, that is a offer. That is a special discount just for our listeners. Now, I want to clarify and apologize, I guess, in a way, that the GTD20 does not work for the GTD kit because that's not one of Philip's products through Cutaway USA. That's actually something that GTD through Cutaway is offering. And
That makes sense.
so that discount code is
But I
something that
understand
comes
the
from Philip.
clarification.
So I just wanted to give a point of clarification. That I think that was smart today to do that. I've seen it. I've gotten a couple emails about it. Joey, I think you've got a couple emails about it, maybe,
Yes.
or contacts or social media. You can't email Joey anymore because email doesn't work.
It's a little messed
He's
up.
emailing all these people I see right now.
I'm trying one real quick before it's over, before I miss out on something.
Okay. Are you bidding on like eBay stuff over there?
All the time.
Probably a new canoe.
No, it's a Chris Stapleton poster. I
No,
saw.
that's hanging up.
How'd you know?
Oh, what?
Oh, no, that was a watch.
Oh, okay.
I wanted
don't
to get
know.
it for my sister.
I was looking at your email for like the last hour trying to get it to work. So-
I've been really addicted to looking at like concert posters. So he did one out in California where his concert poster is a National Park Service logo.
Oh, cool.
My sister loves Park Service and Chris. I
Oh,
don't
so
know.
you were going to get it as a gift.
Yeah, it's like $20.
Oh, nice.
I thought
Nice.
I forgot her birthday. She was. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
it happens.
She's been good all year.
It happens. You got COVID brain. Because
Yeah.
once you've had COVID, that's a great excuse.
Well, it
for
is, but
anything.
I always forget her birthday.
Okay. Well, I can't help you on that one then. You just got COVID brain and everything's, a little off. Joey, what are you drinking tonight?
I have some. Actually, I have this nice little ball.
Oh, okay. What you got there?
Actually, it's Makers in here right now.
Mm-hmm.
I had Jefferson. I had some. I spilt it.
Joey
No,
threw
other way
whiskey.
around. Spilt the Makers, put the Jeffersons in.
Okay.
Actually,
Oh,
this is Actually, my dad got me this. This is Jefferson's Ocean Aged at Sea. It's a blend of straight bourbon whiskey, very small batch. I think they actually have the barrels out out at sea when they do this. And
Very small batch. Does it actually say very small batch on
It
it?
does.
Does say
Wow.
very.
Wow. So there's only like 8 bottles made? Nice. And you got
There's
one
not
of
a
them.
lot. I know it's my dad's like, oh, why don't you drink more of them? Like it's one of those expensive bottles.
You
that-
want to sip it, and you
You
definitely
have a
don't
little
want to.
bit.
You don't want to spill it and throw it all over your
Yeah,
table.
I did that with
you
the
do
makers.
The makers, and you've got some fancy ice in your glass.
Yeah,
too.
I got these pack of ice balls things yesterday in the
Yep.
mail from a mysterious. It didn't hit me until this morning when you asked me for my
when I
address
asked
the
you
other
if you
day.
got it,
Yeah, so we got it last night. Yeah, and I put it in the freezer this morning.
you took a little social media grief the other day about having whiskey in your ice game. Somebody said you needed to up your ice game, and I cannot have that. So I immediately. Well, not
You're like my
immediately.
sugar daddy. You're
Not
always treating me.
immediately. Not immediately. It was just quite a bit later. I thought about it, and I was like, "Oh, Joey needs some
Yeah.
of those." So I got you. Because you take such good care of my bike. I like buying you stuff. I like it. And I was going.
You were
to,
taking care of my email for me today.
I know. Well, I blew it up. I was going to actually. We were talking about this earlier. I was going to put Jessica's name on the package so that she would get excited about getting a package. But then the gift
And then I'd be
inside.
like, well, Bozo sent me these balls. Like, you know.
To be fair,
So-
you also treated me to dinner the other night.
Oh, that's right. Well, that was
that was very
because
special.
you're keeping the shop open and staying late.
Thanks.
And we had our first aid class.
That was great.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I haven't done that in a long time.
And you had to stay late because of the first aid class. So I thought it was only fair that somebody buy you dinner.
I was looking forward to getting takeout and watching Boba Fett that night, but we got out like at 8:30, and I had Subway, so I just came home and went to bed.
yeah,
I was a happy man.
Yeah. You didn't watch Boba Fett?
We watched
We watched
the
it Friday
next
night.
day.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
Oh yeah. I'm all caught up with Boba Fett. What day of the week does it come out on?
Look at
Wednesday.
our calendar. It's
I
Wednesday.
have it on the calendar.
You do. It comes out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'm that dedicated, but we are all caught up. And I was really, no, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but I was really confused by the last episode.
Yeah, I
Like-
was too.
I didn't know if you were
And I
watching The
kept-
Mandalorian
I
or the
kept
Stop! I
asking.
wasn't going to do any. I didn't know which show I was watching. We cannot.
I was
I had
like,
to-
Joey, what is this about? He's like, I don't know. I'm just watching it.
I had to pause it like 2 or 3 times to do the info thing
I
on
loved
the
it.
screen to make sure that I was actually watching Boba Fett. But really, what a nice tie-in
We had sushi and Boba Fett on Friday night.
in the
It
whole
was
of
very
the
nice.
universe.
Before it was snowing Friday night when I picked up sushi.
Ooh. I like being out like that when the snow first starts and it's like the roads are still clear.
It is enchanting looking, but
Yeah.
when the snow is wasted on a weekend, like that bothers me.
It feels like I'm in the Millennium Falcon, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
driving through the
everything's
snow.
We were up in Annapolis on Friday, and it started snowing like hard up there before it ever started down here. And then we got home down here, and it wasn't even snowing. Didn't start for several hours. It's interesting. Anyway, not a lot going on in my world. Just I Zwift, and then I Zwift again. I am so ready for spring. I suddenly got like the bad itch for spring. You guys feeling it too?
I am because I was looking
No,
at.
I put some lotion on my bad itches.
I was gonna say the daylight.
Chlorine.
Daylight. I mean, if you look at, we're in February.
Mhm.
Daylight's getting better.
Yep.
Like sunsets like at 5:46, sunrise is at 7:10 day kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So our days are getting better.
Yeah, and it's not long until
We have a day in the 50 this week,
Yeah, but it's supposed to
and
be
then
raining.
it's 30s again.
Well, it needs to rain to get the salt off the road. They push
Yes.
so much
Oh my
brine.
God.
Our little puppy's paws get like salted in the middle of them. We
No,
get
it doesn't.
we
don't. We don't walk them in those areas.
we get very
Well,
concerned.
I saw somebody out on a bike today, and I was like, oh my goodness, there ain't no way I would take my bike out in that road condition with that salt. I mean, they're basically the shoulders are basically like chalk white. There's
If you're
so much.
smart, you go with a 5-gallon bucket, scoop it all up, so you can keep it on. Your,
Keep it for later. I've done that before. You see where a truck has stopped and they've spilled a bunch of salt. It's like really bad snow.
Yeah.
I've had it happen in front of the house. So it was like easy. No. What's going on with you, Chamois Butter?
Well, I'm wearing my chamois butter shirt
Okay.
because it says butter, you know, and it's funny. My neighbor, when I was walking, Blake asked me what my shirt was about. I'm like, lotion, chamois lotion, like for my nether regions. Like I didn't know what to say or
How do you,
nor to explain
how do you
it,
explain
know,
that to a
like-
non-cyclist?
Exactly. How do you explain chamois butter?
Woo.
just kidding.
I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, so Peloton has been going. I did my 5 rides of 15 last week.
Nice.
So that's been good. I had 2 off days last week, but that's okay. It happens. I took an off day today, but yesterday and this weekend I did some really long rides. So that was good. I think I was on the bike for like 100 minutes or something. So a little bit longer than an hour and a half, or just around an hour and a half. So I guess, yeah, things are going as well as they can be. Joey, do we have anything to add? I signed up for Dirty Kitten. Nope. Signed up for Cat Camp.
Cat camp.
I signed up for Cat Camp.
Saw that.
That is very nerve-wracking to me. It's not
Why? Why is that? Why is it nerve-wracking?
because Joey is my navigation. He is my mechanic. He is my chef. Like,
okay.
without
no,
Joey,
that's
like, what am I going to do?
I've given you a navigational device and you didn't follow
I
it.
know, but it told me make a U-turn and I didn't listen.
So is that really just it's just the
I mean,
Joes.
it's hard to be, Joey and I mean, I rely a lot on Joey, so
In the bike world, yeah.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
when we're riding our bikes, like, something's making a creaking noise, I just say something's making a creaking noise. Like, I don't know how to change a flat. So, I think they're going to teach us, though.
Is it sometimes Joey that's making the creaking noise?
Sometimes.
It's usually my knee or my back.
Yeah. So I'm excited for Cat Camp. Joey's boss, Lori's going to be there. A lot
cool.
of people on Instagram. I was telling my mom, it's like the who's who of gravel.
Ooh, pick you up.
Because there's a girl on there who rides with my Peloton coach. So that was pretty cool.
Wait, well, hold up. You can have one of your Peloton coaches is actually going to be at Cat Camp?
No, my Peloton coach, her name is Christine D. Enkler.
Uh-huh.
And she trains a bunch of athletes.
Okay.
One of her athletes is going to be on there because you put
Gotcha.
your club name
Okay.
that you ride with, and she put I am, I can, I will, I do.
Oh, and that's the name
And
of
that's the name of
the training
the
group.
training group.
Okay.
And
gotcha.
then, so I put my GTD. I'll be the only one riding for GTD there, but I will be there. So
Did Lori put Proteus?
Lori did put Proteus. So that's how I knew it was Proteus because I was just reading the list,
Okay.
and I saw Proteus. So yeah, we signed up
Cool.
for Cat Camp.
Excellent.
There's my friend.
No, when is
I was
that?
trying to figure out
When is it?
how to spell her last
It's
name.
kind of in the crux of everything that is due in my life because my teaching binders due that week. But it's the week, 2 weeks after Croatan.
Okay.
So it's March 31st to April 1st.
Okay, so 2 weeks after.
So
that.
2 weeks
Got it.
after, yeah.
Right. Chris and Alex are really making big moves.
They are. I think they're doing gravel nationals or gravel something.
Yeah, what the heck is that?
So they got the Grinder Nationals.
Used to
Was
be in Kansas or something.
Isn't that an app?
And now it's
Don't pay any attention to him.
he just belly laughed. Like he just actually had a belly laugh right here sitting next to him.
He was worried he was going to have to explain Grinder
Yeah.
to you. Anyway, Ginger Grinder
That's where I met
aside.
Jess.
So the national Grinder Nationals is something that was in Kansas that I guess is coming to Loudoun County, and they're working with Chris and Alex. Chris, I think, is going to be doing some of the routes, and I heard him talking about it on one of their wrap-up videos.
Yeah.
The other day. But look at all the things they've got going on. They've got the Dirty Kitten Winter Training Series that they've got going on now. Growly Cat has just opened up. We're going to talk a little bit about Growly Cat here in a minute. They've got the Dirty Kitten event, the July thing. They've got a fall race. They've got that Grinders National things going on. They got Cat Camp. A bunch of stuff.
That's
going on
awesome.
now.
I think it's great.
Bunch of stuff.
She used to
going
be a
on with them.
teacher.
So I did not know that.
Right, Joey?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
don't
so
know.
too.
So
She also gave me a list
cool.
of ways I can travel Blake in a backpack and in a cart. So
Blake is not going to fit in a backpack.
I won't let him in
saying.
a back. We will get a Burley trailer when it warms up a little bit to try to get him.
Did you see the Instagram I think I sent you the other day with the dogs and the people were on the
Yes.
bike and then all of a
Yes.
sudden something ran across the trail and the
Yes.
dogs took off into the
Yeah,
woods?
that's going to be Blake.
I see Jess getting pummeled through the pine trees, bouncing back and forth, going, Blake, no, Blake, no.
today I threw his ball and it was right by the duck pond where he jumps in.
Uh.
And I was like, Blake, don't you dare jump in there today. And then he looked at me but I can't.
What, he was on a leash?
No, we were playing.
Oh, so he was off leash.
He was
Oh,
off
okay.
leash.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't just charge over there and chase a duck.
He probably would have, but I gave him my stern talking to.
You gave him the
he was
teacher
so
face.
scared.
You gave him the teacher face. And
I did.
He turned
I said,
around and he
"Blake,
went,
don't you
bruh.
dare." Yeah. Bruh.
All right, Joey. What's in your world?
I am
Anything?
CPR certified again for the first time in a
That's
few
exciting.
years.
Feels
Yeah.
good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That same night, Blake hit my head, and I told Joey I was going to go to the hospital. And Joey was like, well, then I could do CPR on you because now I'm certified. It wasn't funny, but like in the moment, you're like, oh my God, Joey,
At
that
the
was
time.
terrible.
At the time.
Yeah.
Do you have a big knot? I can't see a big knot.
Blake hit me in the head.
So you had like a head to head, like a helmet to helmet?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And
Oh, yeah.
I've had concussions before because of rugby. So once you get one concussion, you're very much more likely to get another one.
Is Blake okay?
So yes, Blake.
That's what I was worried about.
Of the two of you, I'm not sure
Blake
which one's got
and
the
his
harder
ball is
head.
fine.
I'm always worried when he gets hurt over someone else because like dogs don't know why they
Right,
got hurt. So
right.
it's hard. You can't. Yeah.
They can't go, oh, look at me.
I
My-
can tell her. The
you
dog
know?
hit your head.
Yeah.
He smacked. I mean, we've done the same thing where I popped I thought I broke a tooth.
Mm. With Blake?
Yeah, I went to get down and get his ball, and he does a little pounce thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He always does that little hoppy thing. His feet come up
Yes,
off the ground.
yes.
That's so cute.
Yeah,
He's like
it
hopping.
is.
What do you call that?
I don't know.
Do you have a name? Have you
Tippy
given
tap, we say.
Tip tap?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering if you've given it a name. Sometimes I thought you can give stuff a name.
No, that's. I mean, that's really about it. There wasn't a whole lot. We had a snow day. Moved some stuff in the shop like always.
Did you still go in?
Saturday, yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I mean, I
No,
drive-
roads were fine.
It's a mile flat drive to work, and I drive an Outback.
Yeah.
So if I have an issue,
Nice to have a quiet day. And if somebody had an emergency, I'm sure they would have called.
we saw people. Yeah, the people still came by. I didn't have the register open, but
Yeah.
what was I going to say?
What's going on with GTD Kit?
Well, I was going to say the fourth
The 4th.
is the last fourth at midnight. It's the last bit for this kit.
What day? I'm going to check. I actually don't like to pick
the
up my
fourth
phone.
is
Friday.
Friday. There's
4th
a calendar
is
right behind you.
Friday. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this, which is the third, unless you're a Patreon
Well, that still
supporter,
says
you can-
January.
No,
On
the bottom
it
part.
says February.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay.
so like I said, regular listeners, this is Thursday or Friday. You're listening to it. Patreon's what, tonight and tomorrow.
Tonight and tomorrow.
So, because I'm probably not gonna run this one until fall.
Mm-hmm. This is it.
Yeah, we might do just a straight tech jersey order in the summer.
Be a nice thing to do.
But this
That's
is
a good
it
idea.
for this one for a while.
Can you tell how many people have jumped on it?
I need to wait to hear back from Philip.
Okay, so we don't know.
It's probably in his email that he lost.
Yeah, no, I text him. So there's that. We're not too far out. People have been asking me about the hats. Like, I'm
And
getting a lot of messages.
I still haven't done that. It's on
No,
me.
it's not.
I
Like
need to
I
put
don't
the form
have.
on the website.
We're literally just going off of. We haven't mocked anything up. I just know it's going to look good.
Okay.
Like
So we were
our
only-
patch.
We won't
and-
have a picture of it
until we have them.
until we have them.
Yeah, they should be done this week.
Okay. Who's doing all the sewing? Who's doing all the sewing? Putting all the patches on?
Joey?
Oh no, up in
So they're doing that up there.
They're up in
the
PA.
Pennsylvania Dirtbag guys are
Yeah.
doing that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So
and
they're
then they'll
doing
be
all
sent
the sewing.
down already, and then we'll get the
Gotcha.
extra patches.
I wasn't sure if because we've joked about that a few times, but I wasn't sure how serious you
Oh
were.
no, I'm not sewing those
That
on.
we would have to sew the patches.
My neighbor Miss Linda might for some
I'm not
cookies
sewing.
or some
But they're
loving,
going to come already pre-sewn.
good loving
Okay.
woman. But
Jessica, do you sew? No. Okay.
I know how to sew.
You sew?
Joey was in Boy
I
Scouts.
took a lot of home ec
Yep.
and stuff in scouts.
That's
That's a-
why he
it's-
is a trophy husband.
That's a talent.
I cook, clean, and sew.
While I was taking computer coding, Joey was taking home ec and sewing, and now he's the trophy husband.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm
You got a
the
trophy ginger.
I
gender
do.
roles for us millennials switch.
Correct.
Okay.
It makes the older crowd mad.
It does.
It doesn't make me mad.
Well, not you.
I don't. It doesn't make
My
me
wife
mad.
makes more money than me
It doesn't make me mad either.
sometimes.
Nothing makes me mad, really. There are a few things I think that could make me
Yeah.
mad, but it'd take a lot. I
like
think,
when
to-
your husband buys a smoker and then you have to move it.
Oh yeah, I got a new smoker. Man, this is nothing. This is not a bike podcast. Sorry, everybody. This is the middle of February, but no, my
If you're like waiting,
I upgraded my smoker game. I figured it was time. Yeah, I just bought a new Traeger. It's
Nice.
bigger, better, all the good stuff.
It's got the Wi-Fi and the probes, and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and
buying. So the other smoker's like 5 years old. It's a good smoker for someone getting into it. New motor and stuff, but there's been stuff recently. I'm like, and it's the time of year where I use it a lot, but I haven't been using it recently because.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Can you put something on the smoker in the morning?
Yep.
And then monitor it from like at work?
Oh yeah, we went out yesterday and I was smoking chicken for dinner.
Mm-hmm. So you get to check the temperature or the chicken with the probe.
I can adjust the temperature
of that.
I do need to get there's even a automatic pellet pellet checker, whatever. Anyway, it's really cool.
It tells you the level of your pellet, so you don't.
The
run
only
out of
thing I
pellets.
can't do is initially start it. But there's been like when we do pizza and stuff here, I'll have Jess start the smoker ahead of time. Now she just hits the ignite button. I'll control it from work, get it up to temp, etc.
Nice.
It has
Remote
a lot more
cooking.
room.
It's a brave new world, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is an amazing, brave new world. You can actually run your smoker from work.
It's cool.
It's wild.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice in the fact that you can check the pellets, you could do all that, and like if you buy a brisket's $100-something.
Yeah.
I have ruined a piece of meat where my smoker flamed out or I ran out of pellets or something.
Yep.
So yeah. Plus, it's a
nice.
bigger drum. It's a way bigger square inches. So I was able to do a couple racks of ribs. I had those are big trays of vegetables and stuff, all on just the first shelf.
I saw all the things you had. You have potatoes going on in there and
Yeah, like
schnitzel and
there's all kinds of stuff I use it for. Like it'll be nice, like Croatan, wherever. I don't know where you're staying, but
I think I'm sleeping in a tent.
I've done trips like fish camp last year. You know, I smoked pork butts and everything. I like
Nice.
I like taking care of people.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
It's cool. I've used it every night.
You've talked about it for
Yesterday
a long
I
time.
smoked a whole chicken, but we used part of that for chicken taco. What do we have? Taco salad.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll make chicken pot pie with the smoked chicken, shredded it.
I thought for sure I would get something off of the smoker tonight.
Sorry.
We were gonna have leftovers, but that didn't make the meal prep calendar.
That's tomorrow's leftover ribs.
Okay.
Yeah, so new smoker day.
Nice. That's exciting.
No, I bought something it was expensive, but it's gonna last.
Now, this next little something is something that dropped after we recorded last week, but it's kind of old news now, and I'm not sure how much you want to dive into
Oh,
it.
I know what you're gonna say.
With the whole thing with Specialized
I thought you were
going,
talking about the Russia and Ukraine.
with Specialized going direct to consumer. And I want to give you the opportunity as a local bike shop manager, runner,
Email extraordinaire.
what is your raw take on that? Is it going to hurt? It's obviously not going to help, but is it going to hurt?
No, I mean people were worried back in the day when the internet started, and they're like, "Oh, everyone's buying their stuff on the internet," and people are going to buy their stuff on the internet if they want to, and they're going to bring it in and get it set up. And there's people that will buy their stuff on the internet and do it themselves, and you usually don't see them. Or doesn't mean they're not a customer or anything. You know, it's buying. You don't have to buy everything from the bike shop to be a good customer. I mean, it's showing up to the group rides or helping people out. I mean, but I guess that went on a small tangent. But there's people that will buy the stuff direct that probably wouldn't have come to your store. There's some people that want. I mean, I'm not a person like that. Like that smoker is a good example I've been using. Like I could go on Traeger. I could go anywhere. It's the same price no matter what. You're not getting a special deal. But I looked at the thing like 4 times. I wanted to put my hands on it. I want to see it. I want to play with it.
You spend that much money on something, you want.
Yeah, if I'm going to spend $1,000 on something, yeah, I want to, and I want to talk to the people there.
And a bike is no different.
Bike's no different, and you know, there's $3,000 Traegers, but you're going to spend $3,000 on a bike. Yeah,
If you look at the internet and social media,
I don't
and any of
understand.
them, it's like everybody out there is like the sky is falling
Yeah.
for our local bike shops. But your take is a little different. You're like, okay.
Newsflash: eBay's been around forever.
And it would
People
take,
are buying People are buying bikes.
yeah,
They've already been buying bikes online.
It would take a really, really special customer to say, I'm going to even, it's going to come mostly assembled, but not completely assembled.
Will it have a manual?
So it won't come the same way that we get our bikes, which is the same way like Trek senders their bikes.
Yeah, I read on
like
it.
bike shops
It said
get their bikes differently.
They'll assemble it and then take it apart for shipping from Specialized.
It'll come in a different box. Their new Rip Rocks, or before Christmas this year, their big Rip Rocks were coming in big boxes, like how the Canyons and other bikes have already shipped.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Canyon's been doing that model forever.
And Diamondback has been doing it that way as well.
Trek has been doing consumer direct for a while.
Okay.
Screwed the dealers for a little bit because they were getting, Specialized, hopefully, and Trek's already figured out those kinks. But I think the biggest thing is figuring out, like, all right, you don't get the there's 4 methods right now with Specialized: consumer direct. Then there's home delivery now,
which is where you build it and then drop it.
Yeah,
at the
white
house.
glove service. When one of my hobo employees and me, I look like a grizzly Sasquatch man.
You have to put on a Specialized shirt.
I gotta shave and do a tuxedo. I gotta do a tuxedo t-shirt. Now this is the longest my beard's been since last winter, when my hair was also long. But Jess said it's sexy, so I'm going with it.
Okay, we're on number 3.
Okay, So there's white glove service.
Keeps you on track.
The thing I hate the least is the home delivery. Either buy it at home or come to the shop, because now I got to figure out getting an employee out, making sure they're insured under a vehicle, like our shop insurance, which costs costs a lot of money to add people to like a store vehicle. And then
how many people actually do that? Does anybody actually do that?
People have been kind of doing it, but now it's like February 1st. Today is the first day you could select it.
No. I was talking about with the because they've been able to do the deliver to the home for a while. Or is that new too?
That's new.
That's new too. I can see them wanting to do that with an e-bike, but e-bikes you
can't do it all.
You can't do
it. Analog only.
Analog,
which is not e-bikes.
Okay.
And a third method, which we've been doing a lot of, is called click and collect, where you can go on Specialized.com, purchase it, and have it sent to the dealer, and you go in there and pick it up. Which it works really well.
Do you still assemble the bike there?
Oh, that bike gets treated just like
any other bike.
Yeah, just like if I were to go on Specialized, the business side and order it.
But it doesn't come to you any different than a bike you would have ordered for stock.
There's no difference.
Okay.
It works because Specialized has been putting small batches of bikes on Specialized.com, and we've been selling e-bikes that way and other bikes, and we lose a little bit of our margin. Mm-hmm. But we're also not paying shipping, and if it's the wrong
stock
size,
it either.
Yeah,
you're not having to pre-purchase it on the chance that somebody's going to buy that bike
so
in that
had
size,
a decent amount of
and
e-bikes.
that color, and that all those variables.
So it is somewhat you have to commit, but we've had people that are wishy-washy, because they can actually return that. Specialized will cover that return, and if I buy it to see if they like it for stock, and it's a $3,000 e-bike, I'm not stuck with it. But if someone ordered this bike and they weren't sure, but they, you have to pay for it initially, and it's not your cup of tea, Specialized will refund you. Then they give me the option, which works well, to
keep it for
if
stock.
I want to keep it for a price. Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh.
So that way it's not bad.
Then can you sell that as a demo bike, or do you have to sell that as a new bike?
It's a brand new bike.
Okay.
It's not like they went out and rode it forever. I'm like, but when
how long do they have to return it?
Oh, I don't know. I've never got to that point.
I mean, I could keep it for 3 months over the summer and then come back.
No. I mean, generally with our store, I think we have a 5-7 day. We don't get bikes back.
Well, I didn't know what Specialized thing was with their program.
Actually, I got to double check that. But then there's the good old fashioned come in to the shop,
and that's the way you should do it.
Yeah,
honestly, that's the way. I mean, everybody's been trying to move things to buying cars online and buying these things online. But you're right. If you're going to spend that much money, you're going to want to see it, touch it, feel. And I guess the real risk then would be, and why would they do this? Why would they come to the bike shop and test ride a bike and then not buy it if it's the bike they're going to buy?
It's already there. Like I said, it's the same price online versus my shop.
Because that would be something.
Taxes.
That would be something. You're an internet showroom at that point where people could come and they could get close and then they could decide, well, I really want to upgrade this or.
You don't get we do offer some type of service and stuff. You're not going to get that if you buy it to your house,
right?
So
you're not going to get tune-ups and all. When somebody comes in and says, "Oh, the bike's clickety-clacking," and it's because I put an Allen wrench to put it together, you're going to be like, "Well,"
I'm kind of worried of how people are going to put their bikes together because I do see.
Yeah,
I do. You should have seen the bike today that I go. Oh my god, it was. I'm going to make a YouTube short. I'm going to start YouTube shorts for us. This thing was just. I hope those people don't listen. Oh yeah. It was to the point where the guy. I don't know how to explain this. So you have to understand a hub, but your hub on a quick release, you have your axle goes through, and then you have the outer lock nuts,
right?
Then you have your cones and stuff inside that. Well, I hope he's not listening. Anyway, maybe I educated him a little bit today. Anyway, he didn't know what the quick release skewer was. I took pictures, but he took those lock nuts off, jammed the fork closer together, and used those lock nuts and made it a bolt-on. His kid's been riding that for like a week. Extremely unsafe.
Oh.
I was like, yeah. And then he didn't want me to. He said, I'm going to go home and try to fix it. So I might see that bike back tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it was a wreck.
See, there
And that was a consumer direct put together.
Is there any liability from where's the liability lie with that? It's got to be no liability for Specialized. Obviously, no liability for the shop.
I don't know.
If they
it's
do
a little
something
sketchy.
that's dangerous, I mean, that's if you don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
especially since you're not really saving any money. Why in the world would you do that?
So my biggest thing is I want to make sure if people start doing it, and if we get a lot of it, and if people want to bring a check over, I charge by my time for that stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
well, that's my point. Is so say I buy a ship to home and I put it together and it's making all kind of creaky noises and I can't get the shifter right and I bring it to you. It's not your
labor.
It's not your responsibility to make that bike work right.
Correct.
Even though it's a brand new Specialized bike and you are a Specialized shop, because they bought it direct from Specialized, they're going to have to pay you for your time. Whereas if I came into the shop and bought that same bike and then it was clickety clack 5 or 7 days later and I bring it to you, you're gonna make it right, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. See, I don't know why anybody, unless they're in a place where they really want a Specialized bike and they're 2 hours from the nearest dealer. Something stupid.
And the
like
only
that.
thing I could see is there's been a few bikes, like I said, that have only been available on Specialized.com that are used for click and collect. Now you could select that bike to go to your house. Like there's Athos experts on there, and there's a couple other. There's not many, but there is bikes available online. They're $9,000. Same thing. I would.
Yeah, but if I'm going to do that, I still don't understand why I would have it shipped to my home as opposed to having it shipped to the bike shop and have you guys put it together, make it right, and then support me on that bike down the road.
Oh, I don't know.
It makes absolutely no sense. So I don't know what the scenario is where that's more appealing. I don't.
I said there's some people that just have not had good experiences. They want to tinker. They're decent home mechanics.
Or maybe their local bike shop doesn't carry Specialized.
Yeah.
And the nearest one that does is maybe an hour
probably
and a half
Trek
away.
store because they're buying everyone.
Yeah. I can see that scenario as well. And you're not going to get that customer anyway through the local bike shop, through your shop. So what's it matter? So everybody,
but now they're on
there,
a Specialized.
Everybody
they're
out
not
there
on a Trek now.
That the sky is falling with this, it's not. So relax and settle down. It upset me at first.
It doesn't upset Joey. Nothing upsets Joey.
Well, my thing was, I have bought so many Specialized bikes. I'm loyal to you guys. I'm loyal to Patuxent Adventure Center. It's where I want to get my bikes.
You're loyal to me. You've bought 2 of my used bikes.
Yeah, I am. It's
Do
true.
you want to buy a used smoker?
No.
He has one. He lit his on fire.
I got to put it back together. But no, I'm loyal.
You
Specialized.
need an auger?
I'm loyal. I got an auger.
You got an auger guy?
I got an auger guy. I'm a loyal Patuxent Adventure Center customer. I'm a loyal Specialized customer, and it made me mad to think that they were. Well, I got Otso now.
You got Otso.
but Specialized doesn't make titanium, and I tried real hard to get a Diverge frame before I got that Otso.
They still haven't shown up.
So I know, and they're not gonna. But it upset me at first, and so I was just wondering, where everybody stood on that. And as I thought it through, I kind of came to the same conclusion. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Why would I go through all of this to have it shipped to my home to only have to pay the same price but not have any of the support of the people that are around the corner from me?
So there's just some people that
Doesn't make any
they're
sense.
like, if I didn't work in a bike shop anymore and I didn't like my, I don't know.
I mean, I could probably ship one to my house and have my husband put it together.
Well, excuse you.
See?
Right? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, that guy's probably a jerk.
If Joey, went back,
So I also read today talking about how women cyclists, there's like over half of the women cyclists now have either come back to cycling because of the pandemic or started cycling because of the pandemic.
Cool.
And that's great, but that may be a certain segment of the market that would say just that. Like, my husband's inclined, he could put this bike together for me.
So
maybe
there's
something to
also
that.
well, there's that, and then there's women are still intimidated to go into some bike
Go
shops.
into the bike shop.
People are just a-holes.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that too.
And why not just like buying stuff online?
Yeah.
I do like buying
So
stuff online.
at the end of the day,
That would
just
be
like
a big box I come home to.
just like everything, you gotta adapt to it. What Specialized is doing, it's just like what Trek's doing. I mean, these little young, new, small Trek dealers.
Mm-hmm.
Trek's not going to take care of them. with the way Trek is buying everything.
Yeah.
So they're gonna. The big companies are trying to rid the little people. That's what
Yeah.
it is. Unfortunate. Specialized is trying to weed out the really small dealers, and they've been saying that for a while. They're trying to reduce their numbers
Okay.
of their dealers, and luckily
but
we're a bigger dealer.
They bought 20 stores.
No, that's Trek. I'm
Trek
talking about
did
Specialized.
it. Okay.
So Specialized's goal, I think, is try to narrow down their dealers, which
Okay.
either you commit or you don't. Unfortunately, it's just, and then what Trek's doing with their style right now. It's unless you're a Bike Doctor, like a multi or bigger store, Trek's not going to help you as much as they should.
Could this
What
backfire?
Cannondale does next. So.
Could this backfire on Specialized if dealers start to say, well, you're going to have all these options for people to buy this stuff online. I don't need to keep a large inventory in my store? Could
I
this...
think non-COVID times, yes.
Okay.
There's still need, yeah.
I'm just wondering if it could, in fact, backfire on them. Not from the local bike shop and the dealer saying, I don't want to be a part of Specialized anymore, but from them saying, okay, well, I don't have to roll the dice with as big a order to have stock.
Yes and no. So what the backside of a lot of bike stuff is like dealer levels and dealer amounts and like what you agree to as your dealer size and your priority. If you're Joe Schmo, new kid on the block, you probably don't have the same buying power and or the same commitment that a Bike Doctor would.
Mm-hmm.
The company, like, they give you goals to hit, whether you have to spend $50,000 or $500,000.
Okay.
And they give you a window, and like Specialized has different dealer levels, so it's hard to not stock a lot because you might have to spend X amount of dollars and like wholesale dollars, like
Okay.
$500,000 in wholesale dollars. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But you're also more of a priority for them. So you get bumped
Okay.
up, and like there's pros and cons to that. If you want to dwindle your dealer level down to the bottom,
Mhm.
you're one of those shops that doesn't have bikes right now either. So it kind of
Okay.
sucks. It's
Okay.
like it's it's
Well,
definitely like a power game.
we're not always going to be in COVID.
Yeah, we're not
so-
going to be in COVID times. We're still little, but
The
we're not
COVID bubble
little.
will burst eventually. But
Hopefully,
that's gonna
I'm hoarding stuff, but
that's gonna happen. So I mean, I'm seeing a scenario, and to take it to the extreme of what I'm saying is, as a local bike shop could say, I'm going to buy a range of sizes in these bikes, and I'm not going to put them for sale. They're going to be demo bikes. And then when you want to actually buy this bike, you go do a click to collect kind of scenario. That would be the extreme.
yeah,
It says, these are just my test bikes. Now go on their website, click the button, and have it shipped here, and we'll build it and support it and put it together for you.
Yeah.
That would be the other end of that. But what you're saying is that bike shop's not going to get the relationship with Specialized that
Yeah.
somebody who buys a lot.
yeah. And you could see, like, you go to a dealer event
Okay.
with Specialized, you can tell who's favorited, who spends a lot of
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
and who the regular people are.
Because you got a Specialized sign up in the front window.
Oh, well,
It's burnt out, but
Oh yeah, that's burned out. No, like Mike's Bikes out in California. It's like one of their biggest dealers, and man, they get like white glove. There's like
California, the state?
yeah,
Okay.
not like
I was thinking
Mike, no,
Mike Bikes, and you said California, and I
Oh,
thought
God,
you were
no.
talking about across the other side of the bridge, and I'm like,
no.
that dump?
No,
I knew
they get like they got like the white glove service
Sorry.
at dealer event and stuff. Yeah, they get priority.
Okay.
It's different tiers.
All right. Well, let's just we'll put
That
this
was
to
boring
bed.
talk for Jessica.
We'll put this to bed. No, I think it's good because you get concerned about Specialized shop stuff, and you didn't seem to be too aware of this. I was actually really concerned about this for a couple of days.
I know
Just
you were
what-
the only person blowing my phone up about it. I was like, all right.
Well, I was. It upset me more than anything because I felt like
Because you ran not so now.
No, I felt like Specialized
it's
was
the guilt.
The
Dis-
guilt.
The guilt's coming
no.
in.
I felt
the
like
guilt.
I felt like Specialized was dissing the dealer, and my relationship is with Patuxent Adventure Center, not so much Specialized. If Patuxent Adventure Center sold something else and that fit, that would be the bike I would ride. That's where my relationship rides. And I felt like somebody that I bought 12 Specialized bikes was suddenly dissing my local bike shop. That's why I got upset.
He's going to go brown bag the front porch of Specialized.
That's when you put poop in a
We
brown
know.
bag, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But and then set it on
And light it
fire.
on
You gotta
fire.
light it on fire. So I guess the thing is, the sky is not falling. Everybody settle down. Social media, enjoy the memes because they're quite funny, and then let it
I
go.
like the gravel triathlon memes. I thought
Those were
those were
great.
funny. I said goodbye to Joey one day, and I said, "Bye, Joey. I love you." Wait, but would you still love me if I did a gravel triathlon? And he said, "Nope. That's where I draw the line." You know, so that was funny. That was like last week, right?
Yeah, hopefully that actually has had its like 1 week of glory.
Yeah.
and they're gonna.
I
Like,
thought they were hilarious, like with the little cat and everything. I thought they were funny.
Hopefully, all the gravel triathlon organizers look at all the memes and go, "Oh my god, this was
I
a
know.
mistake."
I think
And I thought to myself, I was like, like this could be a thing I could do.
Oh, don't even start. I don't want to talk about gravel triathlons.
no, I want to. I think I'm kind of getting tired of. There's so many meme websites and so many memes.
Oh, yeah.
You can't, it's just
You can't keep up. That's all your whole life is
Oh my
like just
God.
meme after meme after
No,
meme.
people, we work, we go to school, we grade. Like we don't search memes. Like we don't do that.
All the memes.
Yeah,
you do
I
that on
do.
purpose, don't you?
The memes.
Okay, we
get
got
a little out of hand.
a couple of questions. And this one we got in an interesting place. It was on a Strava post. So somebody commented on commented on a Strava post, which I'm going to say is a great way to reach us. I think that's a fantastic way to reach us. That got my attention like right away.
I don't check my Strava at all.
Well, because when I post podcasts and I put them on the
Oh, yeah,
discussion,
true.
so I put stuff there, and then when something happens, there's activity there. I'm actually pay a lot of attention to it.
Yeah,
So-
sorry, are we talking about Strava?
No, we're not talking about Strava.
I just
You wanna
logged into
talk
my
about
Strava to Strava week, and I didn't realize my Whoop was uploading my. Like people would just they don't care about my Whoop. Why do they give me kudos?
I give you kudos when I see
Somebody
your
gave me kudos on my Britney Spears ride. I was like, hell yeah. Like, woo.
You cussed a lot.
Sorry.
I pay a lot of attention to what people do on Strava. It's probably the social network I pay the most attention to be honest.
It's funny. Customers will come in. Hey, did you see this or that on Strava? I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I'm not retired like all you people. I don't like.
Anyway,
I don't go through Strava like
so
it's underwear.
Frank sent this question. He says,
I don't
love the
change my underwear a
podcast.
lot.
Question for Joey. Just picked up a Kona Rove steel gravel bike.
Oh yeah.
Came with a 650/47 tubeless setup. What fenders do you recommend that fit the 47? Brand and model, please, if you know one. Looking for a lightweight bolt-on, and it might be fun for us to discuss lightweight gravel fenders as a topic. But we're just going to actually try to answer the question. Do you have a suggestion?
I have no idea. I'll be honest with
No?
you. I hate fenders. Fenders are the
Yeah,
worst.
but Ted Redeemer used them, and he was so clean. Like I was so dirty, but Ted Redeemer was so clean.
I go back and forth with fenders.
He was clean. He had a very clean butt. Redeemer.
I don't know why it drives me nuts, but like cowboy butts. I don't know. I hate fenders. Like, yes, they will keep you dry.
But
But
I
they're
hate the
a
noises
racket.
they make.
They always come loose. They're a pain to install.
And they rattle.
But
and they make...
if I were to buy fenders, I would buy P&W fenders.
Okay, there we go. See, that's what he's looking for. P&W.
The full metal fenders, the 650 Beasts.
Perfect. Okay.
And
So
if
that's-
you don't want to spend much money because those are $150, Planet Bike or
Yeah.
some I forgot. Total brain fart. There's some like $50 fenders, but you literally get what you pay for. The P&Ws.
My favorite fender, the Ass Saver. It's just a little piece of plastic.
Those do okay in a very short term, but
Yeah.
they're not going to keep you clean
No.
or dry.
No. They're just enough to kind of like, and they're not going to be
Yeah.
really good for mud, but they're going to keep water from like hitting you in your butt.
Yeah.
So that's probably.
Everyone goes through their phases with fenders.
Yep.
They put them on for a little bit, and then
You
they're
get
like,
excited about them, and then you're the clean guy, and then you're the clean
and
liker.
if you're
and-
installing them, they're a pain on some bikes.
And then as soon as you have to take them off to do any maintenance on them or something,
They stay off.
They stay off. They never go back on.
Where are my fenders for my? They burned. They were in the back corner of the shop.
melted?
They melted because I never. Once I took them off, they didn't go back on.
Second question. This is from William via email. We've been sitting on this one for a couple weeks because I wanted to actually wait until something happened. In 20 or 21, I remember hearing about a quote-unquote gravel event that I was interested in. At the time, I didn't have a gravel bike. If I remember correctly, it was in West Virginia. Nope. It wasn't a race or even a charity ride. It was more of a scavenger hunt where you had to visit specific points on the property and return to the start. I believe it was on private property. Message goes on, but that is Growly Cat. That is the Dirty Kitten Growly Cat, where you get the little map when you show up, and there's little things you have.
Oh, Lord.
It's a scavenger hunt.
I have to ride my bike and read a map.
Read a map. Well, but there's no set route. It's actually perfect for you.
I can just ride.
You just
and
ride.
Find things.
You just ride and find things.
At some point in time, Jess will have to figure out a map or a Garmin.
Yeah.
At some point, I will also
Cat
have to start
camp. If
cooking
Alex
dinner,
is listening, no, you don't have to cook dinner. I met a lady who I met a lady the other night who's going to start cooking me dinner.
What?
Yeah.
Jess, do you know about this?
I don't know, but I want to know who she is, and because I would like some partake in this.
No, I forgot her name.
Miss
Linda.
No.
Where are you going with this?
It's not a. It's like Mrs.
Look at
T.
him.
No, I'm trying to think of the name.
Mrs. T's, like
No.
Mrs. Grubhub.
Mrs. Uber Eats.
No, it's a frozen food. It's a lady. It's like a name off of like a lady.
Okay.
Is this a really bad joke?
I told you this at dinner like last night or 2 nights ago. It's a joke. It was funny in my head.
Failing miserably.
Marie Collender.
Okay.
I said I met this lady named Marie, and she's going to start making dinners, and
okay,
it was like Marie Collender.
All right, that didn't work.
If she was, I love Stouffer's lasagna.
So the Growly Cat is just opened up on Bike Reg, and it is. It's Vihan did a video on Growly Cat, and Dirty Kitten has shared that a few times. So if you want to know what that's all about,
watch Vihan.
Watch Vihan's video from Growly Cat, and you'll get a good idea. It's basically like a giant scavenger hunt. They give you the maps of where the things are. You go and you have to try to do the things in the shortest amount of time, or you just go do it and have fun and do the things. It's kind of like the Dirty Kitten winter training things. Like some people are like trying to really make it a thing, and other people are just like, whoa.
Today, they posted the top 3, and my kids were testing. So I was checking my email, looking through this, and some girl named Jessica or Jennifer was the top 2, but it wasn't me, Jessica. It was another one, and I was like, ah! And I told my kids, I was like, can somebody go poke her tires? And they were like, her car tires? I was like, no, her bike tires. Like, I don't care about her car.
Go unplug her trainer.
Yeah.
If anybody else, you're a Peloton. I have been so frustrated with my trainer of late, with its connectivity to the computer, and it's like working.
You need a Wahoo Kicker V5 with the plug-in thing. I don't know.
I have just been. I almost was like, you know what? I'm going to do away with this.
I'm going to ride outside.
I'm going to go back to a dumb trainer, and because it just works. But then that probably wouldn't work either sometimes. So I don't know. Anyway, thank you for the email. Sorry it took us a little bit of time, but I was waiting for that thing to drop, William. I tried to email you back. Hopefully that got through. If it didn't, here's your answer.
Didn't blame my email.
What you're looking for is Growly Cat. All right, Joe, we've rambled on. You want to do Strava Club?
I'm winging it because I didn't do it in the show notes. All right, pick a number between 1 and 20.
Oh, I already did them.
That's from last week.
No, those are new. Aren't they? No, those are new. I did them.
Are we on episode 156?
Nope, we're on episode 157. You've been looking at the wrong shots.
Oh, man. All right, everyone.
While Joey's looking that up.
I can do my Instagrams.
Yes, do your shout-outs, Jess.
Okay, so a lot of people have been messaging me, and I really appreciate it, on Instagram, saying they've been listening to the podcast, and it's awesome, and some people just get into like quick conversations, and it's really cool. So thank you, Danielle Lev 108. I really appreciate it. I thank you for the kind words, especially because you said I added so much new to the podcast. So thank you for that. Chris, CX Chick is Chris Forte Howell.
Mm-hmm.
Alex?
And Alex Forte Howell. Well, Chris messaged me something really nice too. So thank you, Chris. And Alex, thank you for all of your conversations. It's been really keeping me engaged with the bike and with the training. Eddie Pliers in Patuxent, town, Pennsylvania. Well, the groundhog's seeing a shadow tomorrow. And
Puxatawny.
Puxatawny, and I'm so excited. Groundhog's Day is my favorite holiday because like life goes on.
Holiday?
Yes.
Okay.
Life goes on. Like everything is still like normal and the same. You eat the same breakfast. Nothing's closed. And it's a holiday. And you can wish everybody a happy Groundhog's Day. And I have a little t-shirt I wear on Groundhog's Day. And I'm really excited for Groundhog's Day. So Eddie.
Do you have Groundhog's Day off of, is it like a holiday, like off a school holiday?
No, it's like.
Because everything's just normal.
It's like, it's school, but it's a holiday because I'm going to say.
I don't call those holidays.
Happy Groundhog's Day.
I don't call those holidays.
Please
those
put
are
your mask over your nose and
those are
please take your hood off.
happy days.
Happy days.
Happy days.
Happy days. Well, thank you.
St. Patty's Day is better.
See, that's
Everyone's
a happy
open.
day.
Everyone's open, and you get corned beef.
See, that's not a holiday. It's a happy
Okay,
holiday
day.
guys,
if you're
we
Irish.
predict the weather off of a little groundhog,
Rodent.
and
It's a
it's
rodent.
fun. It's
It's
a
a
fun
rodent.
day.
Pause. Did you hear about? This is like a month ago. Did you know Canada has their version of Groundhog Day, and apparently
No.
they used a dead groundhog or animal, and they got a lot of crap for it. They couldn't find it. It was like an albino one, so they couldn't find a replacement.
Oh,
I heard on Elliot in the Morning. It's great.
I know nothing about that.
Okay. And Mike Reese, we found out there was 2 Mike Reeses from Akron, but it looks like
I tried.
I'm very sorry with my pronunciation. However, Mike Reese, thank you for always reaching out and sending me nice, welcoming messages. I really appreciate it, especially when your dog gets you up at 3:30 and you have to get on your bike. It's really hard sometimes. So I really, 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 really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for all the IG love and everything like that. You guys really do encourage me to keep riding and take it one day at a time.
Cool.
Go ahead, Joey. You're up, bud.
For what?
Strava Club.
Strava. He's already back to his emails.
Honestly, I don't have 157 in my Google Drive.
Okay. I will do Strava
Let's
Club
see if
this
you
week.
can
want me to
handle
do it?
this week,
Yeah.
you know?
Top 100 rider random shout-outs. First one goes out to Sean Scott from Chicago, Illinois with 270.1 miles.
I will never forget in 10th grade history, I thought Chicago was a state. And they said, what number state? I was like, it's the 52 state or something. I don't know. I'm really bad in history and geography.
That's why you're a math teacher.
Yeah. But yeah, in my yearbook, it has Chicago written all over it because people are like this girl.
Oh, they were
like,
giving you grief
They were
over that?
giving me grief. So
Well, good job,
thanks
Sean.
a lot, Andrew Nofi, for writing Chicago all over my notebook.
Suzanne Hogan from Livonia, Michigan, a Michiganite, with 123.8 miles. Good job, Suzanne. And Matt Jenkins from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, with 114.5 miles.
Great job, guys.
Sean, Suzanne, and Matt. To break into the top 100 for the week, you needed 104.8. I think that's down just a shade. Total members in the Strava Club right now, 809, up from 807. So we're up to, and to join the Strava Club, strava.com/clubs/gravel travel dirt. How'd I do, Joey? I like you doing it better.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
No, just kidding.
he's on his email on eBay.
No, I'm on Strava right now. You did very good.
For a new canoe.
I have Strava up.
Before we
You
go
did
to this
very
or that,
good. Hey.
there is a scam warning I want to tell everybody about. There's a fake website out there listing Cane Creek, Wolf Tooth, and whiskey components at stupid discount levels. Remember, everybody, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. The website has been reported. I know Cane Creek is taking this very seriously. It's been reported, but as of earlier today, it was still operation. Yes.
Are you done? Because I have something to say.
No, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
So among the products listed, Cane Creek Helm Fork discounted from $569 to $89. A Thudbuster seat post discounted from $180 to $95. So you can see a whiskey CX fork discounted from $520 to $88. So you can see
I'm
this
going
is
to buy a
just-
few of those.
Yeah, you're never going to get them. The domain is canecreekstore.com, and as of right now, like I said, it is still up and running. And if you wanted to check this out, Cane Creek has a blog post on their real website warning customers about the fake.
How do we know that's not a fake
Site.
website?
It could be a fake, or it could be a false positive.
Yes.
I don't know, but anyway.
My turn.
Yes.
Not.
So
nice.
for one of my pictures, I put a picture of me wearing a Dynaplug t-shirt, and I'm going to buy more Dynaplugs and or learn how to use a Dynaplug because
Nice.
the person who messaged me back was a meerkat with somebody's eyes, and it was talking to me about my cycling on my Peloton, and it was the best marketing thing ever. So I'm now going to learn how to use a Dynaplug.
So that came from Dynaplug.
Oh my God, it was so
It's like a
funny.
filter from Snapchat or something they use.
And it was like they were talking. They're like, "So you mean your husband doesn't wear this T-shirt all the time?" Like it was so funny. I sent it to you guys. It was hilarious.
I don't know if I saw that.
It was like marketing at its like prime. It was was the
brilliant.
best thing ever.
Brilliant. I like it. If you can find it. Oh.
Hold on a second here. Are you telling me that your husband hasn't been wearing that T-shirt on a regular basis? Did he stick it in a drawer somewhere? Well, anyways, I'm glad that you saved it because that's an amazing shirt. It's me. Sure, I'm missing an ear now, but it's that was me like a few years ago, back in my younger days.
On the shirt.
And I appreciate you wearing it. And I look amazing, by the way.
That's brilliant. So what you couldn't see though, Joe had actually the message that I guess you got.
Yeah, it was a meerkat talking in like a filter thing, and it was the funniest thing in the entire world.
That's cute.
So I'm now in love with Dynaplugs.
Nice.
And I will now use one or figure out how to use one.
You could like the next time Joey gets a cut, like maybe on his leg or in his arm, try a Dynaplug to seal it up. I'll teach you. I'll show you later on a watermelon.
Yeah, we
next time
we had a dummy EpiPen the other night. It's like the same thing. You just
you just stick it
in the side.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay,
That
guys.
happened?
This or that's.
This or that's.
Jess, first, this is out. Fenders or no fenders?
Fenders.
I'm going no fenders. No fenders.
I've never even had fenders on a bike.
You would
You're
like
saying
them, though.
fenders because you haven't installed them.
And I'm saying fenders because I get very dirty. My butt gets very dirty, and there's like stuff all over my shirts and everything. So
You need
fenders.
some fenders.
I do
Joey,
need some
she needs
fenders.
fenders.
Just get dirty. If I was a commuter, yeah.
A commuter, yeah, that's definitely you got to have.
Like,
fenders
I think
for a commuter.
Dustin Klein to a point, like he has an old like OG Diverge where I think the point where his fenders are just stuck on his bike.
They're not coming off.
Yeah, because he
So
lives in
much
Portland, and I think he's like epoxied or something because they don't want them to rattle. Then sure, you can have a rain bike.
I remember we had a bikepacking trip, and I'm sure she won't mind this, but Emily showed up with some like really gangster homemade like Pepsi bottle fenders because it was supposed to rain the whole weekend. She fought with those things all weekend long, zip tied to her bike. Anyway, Jess, snow or rain?
Snow.
Snow over
Yeah,
rain?
I
Really?
think
School night.
I love school days. Like I know in like June I'm like kicking myself in the butt. Like, oh, we would have been out by now if we didn't have those stupid snow days. But I love stalking the Weather Channel. I love like that thing of a snow day. Like
You don't even know.
I love snow days.
I am going to throw my age in on this one because we used to have to get up
Oh,
early in the
Lord.
morning and wait for the little scroller.
Oh no! We had to do that.
You had to do that too?
Oh yeah.
I didn't. We had a
Really?
TV station. We had our own, like Tom's River had its own TV station.
No.
And it was like a
No.
PowerPoint that would keep going through, and it would just have like music on it.
No.
But like they would have like the lunch menu and everything like that.
I'm done with snow. I know rain means spring. Rain washes all of this salt away. I rain.
Yeah,
Joey?
but Blake is so cute in the snow.
I like dreary rainy days a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we sleep at night, he puts like raining music on.
Yeah. Say growing up in Calvert County, in the Bohunk area, not New Jersey, we had to wait for the TV and then the radio. And Talbot County always threw us off too. Talbot versus Calvert. But when you hear
Little
it,
did you know your soulmate was living in Talbot County.
At the time.
not at the time.
Oh.
Well, you would eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, I failed to do this at the top of the podcast. I wanted to do this. I wanted to welcome all of the former Joe Rogan podcast listeners that are now listening to GTD,
GTD,
because
yeah.
of all the Spotify stuff. Jess, Joe
Are we-
Rogan or Neil Young?
Are we on Spotify?
Yeah, of course we
Are
are.
we going to poll ourselves?
Doesn't
no, I
Neil
don't
Young
think so.
sing that song "Forever Young"?
No.
Oh,
No, I'll be honest with you, and I'm going to get crucified for this. I couldn't name a Neil Young song if somebody put a gun to my head.
I don't know if I know any Neil Young songs, but I did Google because there was something I saw and I was like, who is this guy in this podcast? And then I Googled him and I was just like,
oh, Joe Rogan. You've never seen Joe Rogan?
I've never seen or heard of Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Because he peaked when he was on Fear Factor.
No, I think he peaked on Man Show. Maybe Man Show.
I've never seen anything of what you guys are talking about.
UFC stuff.
I can't stand Joe Rogan.
But I
He's
thought
just loud.
Justin Bieber was going to be doing the halftime show, and my students told me that Justin Bieber.
No, Eminem is.
I heard all 90s rappers are, but I was so excited that Justin Bieber was doing the halftime show.
Justin Bieber's not doing halftime
I
show.
know what.
Justin
My kids
Bieber.
spread lies.
You guys going to watch the Super Bowl just to watch the halftime show?
We don't have cable.
No, we can just watch it on Hulu, Joey.
Can we?
Yep, and we can watch the Puppy Bowl.
We don't have premium. I don't pay for that.
So I would prefer GTD over Joe Rogan or Neil Young on Spotify. That's going to be my answer.
Did you hear Gus Polinski pulled off his albums off of Spotify?
A bunch of people have. Neil Young, Niles
Yeah.
Lofgren, Joni Mitchell. I think.
You don't know who that is?
Who?
Gus Polinski.
No.
Polka King of the
No,
Midwest.
Polka King of the Midwest.
From Home Alone, remember?
I've heard that if they don't
John Candy from Home Alone.
if they don't scold Joe Rogan, Nickelback is going to put their stuff on Spotify.
I went to a Nickelback concert, you guys.
Oh my god,
That was a waste.
You're off the
I went
podcast.
in a limo to a Nickelback concert.
Oh, excuse me.
These things don't.
Also,
belong
Justin
together.
Bieber is a waste. He's a horrible person.
Okay, we got this or that sent to us as a suggestion by a listener. 650B slicks or 700C heavy gravel tires.
For what?
I don't know.
I guess a bike.
What's the application?
We got to get all technical up in here.
We doing the difference or we doing Croatan?
You want me to make the? I'm gonna call it the difference then.
Oh, 650s.
Whatever Joey puts on my bike.
Even with the 650. Okay, now this is actually turning out to
I
be
want
a
the
good
extra
one.
cushion for the pushing.
Yeah. So just you're just whatever Joey's going to put
Whatever
on.
Joey puts
okay.
on my bike.
So this is a real question then if we apply it to the difference, because having ridden the difference,
Oh, excuse me.
I understand that having that extra little bit of cush is hugely important over having
There
something.
was Kush out there in the difference?
Well, no,
I
you
would've
needed
done
whatever
it.
you could get. You needed whatever you could get. I guess the real question would be: does you put Cush core in there? I've been seeing that a lot lately to protect those carbon rims.
If you got nice wheels.
Yeah, put the Cush core in there to protect it. So if you're going to do something like the difference, that would make all the difference. I'm going to go with the 700 though, because I'm never going to do the difference again. So it doesn't matter to me. One and done. I'm finished, baby. 95 for me. Joey?
What was the 700? Just gravel tires?
Yeah, just gravel tires.
700 by 38s, 47s,
Didn't say.
32s.
Didn't say.
650 by 47. They're not much
Yeah.
bigger. I'm going to go 700s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys got anything else before we shut it down?
Are we is Joe Rogan shutting us down?
No, we are going to always be on Spotify. Joe Rogan is a comedian, everybody, and he's
Comedian when he's taking horse tranquilizers.
and if you're getting any health advice from Joe Rogan, you need to stop right now and check yourself, because you're an idiot. Anyway, anything else? Nothing? Okay. Next week, I want to plug Kelly Catali from Team Kelcat.
Dynaplug or...
Huh?
You said
No.
plug.
No. Kelly, we talked about this for a couple weeks now, and I talked to Kelly back and forth. She's going to join us next week. Kelly is a 7 Cycles sponsored mountain bike racer, gravel racer, cyclocross racer, mental health advocate, and women's cycling advocate.
And multi-time winner of the unpaved Susquehanna River
Unpaid.
Valley.
Yep. So I'm excited. I think this will be our first racer. We've had a lot of promoters.
Oh,
Have we had racers?
Do we let racers on here? She's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
sure. Yeah.
Because you know what's cool about Kelly Catali?
What?
Was at the first rest stop, she started way behind me,
Mm-hmm.
but somehow she caught up.
I know how.
But yeah, I know how. Not somehow. But she was just chilling with everyone else.
Yeah.
In the cool format that Dave Pryor set up. She was sitting around the fire, just relaxed, and then went off and still did her thing. She's the people's rider.
I saw her when she was getting ready for the Kelly Catali shakeout ride, which I did, and she was in her USA kit and she was using a porta potty, and that's when I told Joey I could never be a pro cyclist because I will never use a porta potty. And Joey was like, well, there's many reasons why you will never be a pro cyclist, but the porta potty is not the breaking point. So
See,
Well,
now,
that's not what I meant by that. That sounds horrible.
she wears the USA kit all the time, and if I had the prowess to wear a USA kit all the time, I would. But if I didn't have a USA kit, I would most certainly only
Lord, don't put a
cutaway USA kits. So if Philip does not listen to these, I'm going to make him like a cut reel of all of the things just to send into him. So
that was your smoothest transition yet.
you like that one?
I think so.
Nice. Thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravelin' Traveling Dirt. If you enjoyed the podcast, maybe consider, just think about it, going over there into our Patreon family and drop us some Bitcoin. How about that?
Well,
on
that's how we
Patreon.
should get paid.
Patreon, I don't know if they do Bitcoin.
I don't
or
like
not.
you bought that soundboard thing. I don't think they accept Bitcoin. So
No.
regular U.S. currency works because we're making upgrades.
Hard cash. So yeah, that's a great way to support the podcast, and we really appreciate all the support and your monthly love that comes our way. Joey, how can folks get in touch with us if they want
I
to?
don't know. You can go to graveltraveldirt.com. By next week's episode, we'll have the hat form you could fill out. Don't email me because it might go in cyberspace right now.
Seriously, do not email Joey.
Yeah, huge fiasco today. Or we are on the Instagram at Mid-Atlantic GTD. That's about it.
Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel Dirt is recorded this week where it always is, right here. Joey, Jessica's Kitchen. Thanks for riding along, everybody. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others.
Love you, bye.
love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Look at my ball in here now. I didn't say
You're
this.
a baller.
Look at that. It's only about half the size now.